2026 Missouri DMV Permit Test 1417 Questions and Complete Answers. Question 1. Work zone signs mean. Option A, it is summer. Option B, you must immediately stop and back up. Option C, less than ideal conditions are present for driving. Option D, you should drive faster to get out of the work zone. The correct answer is option C. Less than ideal conditions are present for driving. Explanation. Work zone signs are orange and indicate that some type of work is being performed on or alongside the roadway. Be extremely careful when you see these signs. Question 2. At dusk or on overcast days, you should. Option A, drive using your four-way flashers. Option B, drive using your parking lights. Option C, not turn on any vehicle lights. Option D, turn on your headlights. The correct answer is option D. Turn on your headlights. Explanation. At dusk or on overcast days, you must turn on your headlights. Dim your lights to their low beam setting when within 1,000 feet of an approaching vehicle and when within 500 feet of a vehicle that you are following. When driving in poor weather, always use your low beams. Question 3. You may not park. Option A, on a hill. Option B, in a parking lot. Option C, on a crosswalk or in a marked bicycle lane. Option D, within 12 inches of the right side of the road. The correct answer is option C. On a crosswalk or in a marked bicycle lane. Explanation. There are a number of locations where it is unlawful to park, including on a crosswalk or in a marked bicycle lane. When parking on the street, you must be within 12 inches of the side of the road. Question 4. When driving in bad weather, drivers should. Option A, increase their speed to reach their final destination more quickly. Option B, decrease their following distance. Option C, increase their following distance. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option C. Increase their following distance. Explanation. When driving on wet roads, drivers should increase their following distance. Question 5. What should you do if your accelerator sticks while you are driving? Option A, reach down and attempt to pull it up. Option B, shift to park. Option C, shift to neutral and apply steady pressure on the brake. Option D, turn the engine off. The correct answer is option C. Shift to neutral and apply steady pressure on the brake. Explanation. If your accelerator sticks while you are driving, keep your eyes on the road. Quickly shift the vehicle into neutral and apply steady pressure on the brake pedal. Pull off the road when it is safe to do so and turn off the engine. Question 6. Drivers must yield to a pedestrian. Option A, even if the pedestrian crosses the street carelessly. Option B, only when the pedestrian is in a crosswalk. Option C, only if the pedestrian is on the same side of the road as the driver. Option D, if the pedestrian uses a hand signal to ask oncoming drivers to stop. The correct answer is option A. Even if the pedestrian crosses the street carelessly. Explanation. Drivers must always yield to pedestrians in the street, even if they are crossing against a red light or are otherwise being careless. Question 7. You must keep proof of your liability insurance. Option A, at your place of employment. Option B, in a safety deposit box at the bank. Option C, in your vehicle whenever it is being operated. Option D, at your neighbor's house. The correct answer is option C. In your vehicle whenever it is being operated. Explanation. State law requires all motor vehicle operators and owners to have a form of liability insurance. You must keep proof of insurance in your vehicle. If a law enforcement officer asks you for proof and you cannot show it, you will receive a ticket. Question 8. If two drivers arrive at the same time to an open intersection. Option A, the driver on the right has the right of way. Option B, the driver on the left has the right of way. Option C, one driver may continue driving without stopping. Option D, one driver should honk to indicate that they are giving up the right of way. The correct answer is option A. The driver on the right has the right of way. Explanation. If you arrive to an open intersection at the same time as a vehicle to your right, you should yield the right of way to that vehicle. You may then proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 9. SUTOP is an abbreviation for. Option A, Substance Abuse Traffic Offender Program. Option B, salt and tar on pavement. Option C, steer at the other point. Option D, stop airing tires over pressure. The correct answer is option A, Substance Abuse Traffic Offender Program. Explanation. SATOP is an abbreviation for Substance Abuse Traffic Offender Program. Completing this program is a requirement of those convicted of alcohol-related driving offenses. Question 10. When you want to make a right turn, your car must be: Option A, near the center of the street. Option B, close to the left side of the street. Option C, close to the right side of the street. Option D, past the center of the intersection when you begin to turn. The correct answer is option C, close to the right side of the street. Explanation. As you prepare to make a right turn, you should get as far to the right side of the road as possible. Do not cut across lanes of traffic to perform any turn. Question 11. When approaching a traffic signal displaying a steady green arrow, drivers: Option A, should merge into a lane in the direction of the arrow. Option B, should slow to a stop, if it is safe to do so. Option C, may turn in the direction of the arrow after yielding to traffic and pedestrians already in the intersection. Option D, may drive straight through the intersection. The correct answer is option C, may turn in the direction of the arrow after yielding to traffic and pedestrians already in the intersection. Explanation. A green arrow displayed on a traffic signal tells drivers that they may turn in the direction of the arrow. You must be in the proper lane for such a turn. Yield the right-of-way to vehicles and pedestrians already in the intersection. Question 12. A double solid yellow line down the center of a two-lane road indicates: Option A, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option B, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option D, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Explanation. Yellow lines are used to separate traffic moving in opposite directions. Solid lines indicate that drivers are not permitted to pass. Question 13. When you drive through an area where children are playing, you should expect them: Option A, to know when it is safe to cross the street. Option B, to stop at the curb before crossing the street. Option C, to run out in front of you without looking. Option D, not to cross the street unless they're with an adult. The correct answer is option C, to run out in front of you without looking. Explanation. You should always reduce your speed and use extra caution when children are in the vicinity. They may fail to understand the danger and may run out in front of you without looking. Question 14. What does a single dashed yellow line separating traffic mean? Option A, drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. Option B, both lanes travel in the same direction. Option C, drivers may not pass. Option D, drivers may pass, even if it could be dangerous. The correct answer is option A. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. Explanation. Yellow lines separate traffic moving in opposite directions. A single dashed yellow line in the center of a road indicates that vehicles traveling in both directions are permitted to pass. Drivers may only begin a pass if they will not interfere with any oncoming traffic. Question 15. Which of the following statements is true? Option A. It is okay for drivers of other vehicles to follow motorcycles closely. Option B. A motorcycle with two people on it is more balanced than a motorcycle with just one rider. Option C. The driver of a passenger vehicle must change lanes completely when passing a motorcycle. Option D. Drivers of other vehicles can expect a motorcycle's brake lights to turn on when the motorcyclist slows down. The correct answer is option C. The driver of a passenger vehicle must change lanes completely when passing a motorcycle. Explanation. Motorcycles are entitled to the width of a full lane. Be sure your vehicle is entirely in the left lane before attempting to pass a motorcycle on the left. Question 16. If a green arrow turns into a solid green light, you: Option A, may still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. Option B, may no longer turn and must proceed straight. Option C, still have the right of way to turn. Option D, no longer have to turn in the direction that the arrow indicated. The correct answer is option A. May still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. Explanation. If a green arrow turns into a solid green light, you may still turn in the direction that the arrow is pointing, but you must first yield to pedestrians and oncoming traffic. Question 17. If you are at fault in a traffic crash and do not pay for the damages, option A, your driver license and / or plates will be suspended for 1 year. Option B, you will save money. Option C, your car will be repossessed. Option D, you must buy a new car. The correct answer is option A. Your driver license and / or plates will be suspended for 1 year. Explanation. If you are at fault in an accident and do not pay for the damages you caused, your driver license and / or vehicle license plates will be suspended for 1 year. You may have your license and plates reinstated during that 1-year period if you pay a fee and provide proof that you have settled damages.